Hey YouTube, Devin here. What's going on? Happy Saturday. Welcome back to another episode of Comics and Stuff. Today's video is going to be about the Justice Society of America, which is one of the original superhero teams from DC Comics way back in the golden age of comics. They've also made an appearance on the hit TV show Legends of Tomorrow on the CW, and I just wanted to give you their key issue list. So I've worked hard on this list. A lot of this is going to be their first appearances, and maybe a couple others. But in any case, these lists seem to have been really popular with you guys, so I'm just continuing on with the train of lists. First, let me let me talk about the members of the Justice Society of America, starting with the Atom, Dr. Midnight, Hourman, Hawkman, Sandman, Spectre, Dr. Fate, the Golden Age Green Lantern, the Golden Age Flash, Black Canary, Wildcat, Mr. Terrific, Starman, and then they also had Hawkgirl at one point. They had the Golden Age Superman and the Golden Age Batman join them, and then they had Wonder Woman as their honorary secretary. So, I guess without further ado, I'm going to get right into their key issue list, and I'll give you guys prices. Now, here's my normal disclaimer. This list is by no means 110,000% complete. The prices that I'm giving you are general prices based upon recent sales of lower to mid-grade comic books to give you an idea of how expensive or cheap they can be. Most of the books on this list will be very expensive because they are first appearances from the golden age of some of the most iconic characters in comic book history. And yeah, so I'm going to just kind of hop right into it. The first book on this list is going to be New York's World's Fair #1 from 1940. That was the first appearance of the Sandman, and that is generally in an $8,000 range. Next would be Adventure Comics #40, which is a classic Sandman cover, and some might even say that it is the cover that made the Sandman. And that book can even go for even more than his first appearance, hitting around an average of $12,000. Next, we have All American Comics #19, which is the first appearance of the Atom, which can go for about $7,000. And then here's one of the more expensive books on this list, More Fun Comics #52, which is the first appearance of the Spectre, arguably one of the most powerful characters in the DC Comics universe, and that can go for about $32,500. Next is More Fun Comics #55, which is the first appearance of Dr. Fate, and that can go for about $3,700. And then I think this is probably the most expensive book on this list, All American Comics #16 from 1940. That's going to be the first appearance of the Golden Age Green Lantern, Alan Scott, for about $66,000. Next, All-Star Comics #3, which is the first appearance of the Justice Society of America, and also a classic cover for about $17,250. I know, it's a weird average. Next, we have Adventure Comics #48, also from 1940, which is the first appearance of Hourman, and that can go for about $4,500. Flash Comics #1 from 1940, the first appearance of Hawkman and the Flash, and also a character named Johnny Thunder, and that's probably the second most expensive book on this list, going for an average of $63,000. All-Star Comics #4, getting into 1941 now, which is the first full adventure of the Justice Society, which can be about $1,500. All-Star Comics #5, the first appearance of Hawkgirl for about $1,400. All-Star Comics #7, which is the first time that Batman and Superman appear in a story together, and that can go for about $1,000. All-Star Comics #8 is the first appearance of Wonder Woman, and that can go for about $26,500. But this book can go for way more than that, especially after the Wonder Woman movie. This book has exploded in popularity and value. All American Comics #25, which is the first appearance of Dr. Midnight, and that can go for about $2,400. Adventure Comics #61, which is the first appearance of Starman, and that has an average of about $4,300. All-Star Comics #13, which is when Wonder Woman joins the JSA as their secretary, and that can be about $600, so probably the cheapest book on this list. Sensation Comics #1, which is the first appearance of Wildcat and Mr. Terrific, and it's one of the earliest Wonder Woman covers, I believe, and that can go for about $41,000. And then finally, the last book on this list, Flash Comics number 92, which is the first appearance of Black Canary, and that book can go for about $2,700. So that is my short and fast list of the key issues for the Justice Society of America. I hope this was helpful. I hope that those prices didn't scare anybody. Those books can go for cheaper or for more based upon condition. So, don't lose hope if you think you can't afford $66,000. Hey, I can't either. But in any case, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I'll see you guys in a couple Saturdays.